With some core work today. We're going to start with some core on the ball, and then we're going to also use our stability ball to do some glute work as well. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and start my timer, is 1 minute of just pelvic floor and vacuums. So when we talk about a vacuum, we're really thinking about engaging the transverse abdominis, the lower abdominals, and you're really pulling them in. Okay, the minute has started, so join me if you're following along. So pretend like you're getting ready to tuck your shirt into your pants. You pull your belly button into your spine, right? Think about knitting up your rib cage. We're doing the vacuum right now. We're doing a full minute. Keep going. Pull up your pelvic floor. Okay, think about from your pubic bone all the way to your tailbone. Pull those muscles up and squeeze them. Okay, really pulling it in. Really pulling in those lower abdominals. Think about pulling your belly button to the spine. You've got 20 seconds left just with that. Then we're going to take it down into some crunches. So I'm still pulling my core in. We're turning those muscles on. I want you to be aware of it. We're going to do a minute each of the exercises that involve the core. Okay, so those are a minute each. Then we'll be counting after this. Okay, 1 minute. Pelvic floor and core is turned on. Now we're going to roll out on our stability ball. Pull in your abs. Keep that vacuum. Keep that belly button pulled in. Lower back is on the ball. Head, neck, and shoulders are free. Let's do some crunches here. So we're going to get about 45 seconds worth of crunches in. Now, as we go down, I want you to push your belly button into the ball. Nice, slow, controlled movements here. Pelvic floor is closed. Okay? We are not open for business. We're keeping that pelvic floor engaged on the down and the up. We're keeping the belly button pressed into the ball on the way down. Now, a lot of people have problems with this. It's very difficult for them to do it. So if you're struggling with that, you might just start practicing your vacuums a little more often. Inhale, exhale as you come up. 2, 1. Take a tiny little break. Open up your chest. All right, now re-engage your pelvic floor, pull your belly button in as if you're trying to press it into the ball. We're gonna crossover crunch here. Crossovers. So each minute we're gonna change exercises, a little tiny break in between. Now on my crossover crunch, as I come back, I am still keeping my belly button pushed into the ball. So a lot of times when people do crunches, they just lift and drop, not us. We are using our pelvic floor and engaging our lower abs on the way down. We have 20 seconds left on these crunches. Keep that belly button pressed into the ball. Inhale, exhale at the top. You're doing great. You're going to get a 15-second break here coming up in 5, 4. Is your pelvic floor engaged? Is your belly button pressed into the ball? All right, tiny break. Nice. Great. All right, we're going to do that 2 more times. 1 more set of crunches, 1 more set of crossover crunches. Then we're going to go into some donkey kicks. We're going in 4, 3, 2, pelvic floor engaged, belly button into the ball, exhale as we crunch, just a regular old crunch. Now you keep going, belly button into the spine on the way down. I'm going to grab something. I'm going to give you a tool if your neck tends to pull when you do crunches, okay? So you can use a towel, a long towel, place it at the base of your skull, pelvic floor core, crunch, keep pressing your head against the towel, okay? So a lot of times when people are doing crunches, are you working on the way down? Because that's the key. Our head or our neck or our brain tells us to move our head. So by pushing your head back into the towel, your neck can't pull, right? It's pushing backwards. All right, take a break. Feels good. All right, we're gonna do our last 45-second set here in just 1 moment. All right, back into position, crossovers. So we're gonna cross over to the right and cross over to the left. Belly button into your spine on the way down, pelvic floor engaged on the way down. My head is pressed back into my towel. Or you can just use your fingertips. This is just one of my little tips to keep your neck relaxed. Belly button in on the way down. Crunch, belly button in. Tight, controlled on the way down. We have 15 seconds left here, and then we're gonna get off the ball, and we're gonna do some donkey kicks over the ball. So this one is for my friend Sylvia and myself, right? So if you have glute issues where your glutes don't fire really well, or for some reason one of your glutes has shut down, this can really help it. So we're gonna do 45 seconds of donkey kicks on the right leg. We're gonna come over the top of the ball, and you're gonna flex your foot, and you're just gonna fire your glute and lift your thigh off of the ball. Go ahead and come with me. So you really have to think to fire your glute, to drive your heel up towards the ceiling. My hands are on the ground, the ball is over the top, or I'm over the top of the ball. We have 20 seconds left on this side. Good, really fire that glute up. Try not to change at your low back at all. Belly button is pulled into your spine so that you're not changing at your back. 3, 2, 1. Tiny little break there. Set it back. Maybe even stretch with your ball, a little overhead stretch. And get back into position. We're starting in 4, 3, other leg, 2, 1. Let's do the other leg. Drive it straight up to the ceiling. So I'm lifting my thigh up off of the ball. "25 seconds left on this side. You're doing great. Stay with it. We've got one more set on each side coming up in 8, 7, 6. No change in your back. Just drive your heel straight to the ceiling. And staying over the top of the ball really helps. Take a break. Nice little tiny stretch here. Maybe stretching out in child's pose. Hands on top of the ball. Press into the ball. Pull your heels back over your hips. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale. And nice slow exhale. All right back into position. Switching legs again. So we're gonna do 2 sets on each side. And this is a great way if your glutes have amnesia, they're just not firing very well, or if you think, boy, I've got really well-developed calves, but my glutes are just flat. That's probably a good indicator that your glutes are not firing very well. This is a great exercise to start getting them to do their job. Drive that heel straight up. 3, 2, 1. Great. All right, set it back one more time. Nice big stretch. And we're just gonna bring it back in position for our final set. Let's get into position. Ready, begin. Feeling that space right above your hamstring. Drive it straight up. You're doing great. You've got about 20 seconds left. Are you engaging your core? Is your pelvic floor pulled in? Are your abs pulled into your belly button? Or to your spine? Think belly button to the spine. Knit up that rib cage. You have to really contract those abs. And I like this better than the quadruped position because I feel like it really isolates the glute. And time. All right, great job. So I'm going to show you a nice quick stretch for your glutes, and then we'll be done. So we'll have a seat on the ball. You're going to hold on to the ball and roll down. Draw one heel up and over towards, one ankle up and over towards the opposite knee. If this feels like too much, you could sit on a chair. If your hips are really tight, you can sit on a chair, probably not the ball to stretch. And you can just do, I call it the Sunday morning paper stretch. When you, it's a seated piriformis stretch, is what it's typically called. But If you can get down on the ball into position, I really like this one. It's a good one to open up your hips. And we're breathing into it. Nice job. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Cross the other leg. Enjoy that stretch. Take a nice deep breath, inhale. Exhale, stretch through those glutes. Good. 2 more nice, slow, deep breaths. Nice and slow. Good. And then to open up your abs, just pushing back over the ball, opening up through the chest, allowing the abs to open up. You might feel this in your biceps. You might feel this in your pecs. You might feel this in your abs. Fantastic. All right. Thanks so much for joining me. Hope you guys got something out of this, and we will see you next time.